Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn the fluid mechanics practical, that is Redwood viscometer. So what is in by Redwood viscometer? The Redwood viscometer consists of vertical cylindrical oil cup with an orifice in the center of its base. The orifice is 1.70 mm in diameter and 12 mm in length. This viscometer is used to determine the kinematic viscosity of the oil or any given sample. From the kinematic viscosity, the dynamic viscosity is determined. So, the aim of the practical is to study the viscosity of a given oil with Redwood viscometer. Apparatus required: Redwood viscometer along with ball, valve, etc. Thermometer, that is centigrade thermometer, stopwatch, 50 ml standard narrow naked flask and sample oil. These are the apparatus which are required for conduction of Redwood viscometer experiment. Now next is the objective. So what are the objectives for Redwood viscometer practical? The first one is to determine the kinematic viscosity of a given oil and to study the variation of a viscometer with temperature. As the temperature increases or decreases, the kinematic value or kinematic viscosity decreases. Okay, so this is the main objective, that is to determine the kinematic viscosity of a given oil sample and to study the variation of a viscometer with temperature. So next is the description for the Redwood viscometer. Redwood viscometer is basically based on the principle of a laminar flow under the falling head. Okay, so here the laminar flow is nothing but the flow which is flowing in the same direction or in one direction. Okay, this is the laminar flow. It consists of a vertical cylinder of a specific size having orifice of designed diameter in its base. Okay, the diameter of a orifice is so small that the flow through is laminar. Okay, as the diameter is small, that means the flow flowing through that area is laminar, that is in one direction. The cylinder filled up to a specific level with liquid of which the viscosity is to be designed, and the time of emptying the cylinder a given specific volume is to be noted. Okay, next is the viscosity of that liquid can be determined from the time kinematic viscosity of a given liquid viscometer by the formula. Okay, so according to that time we can calculate the kinematic viscosity, which is given by the formula V is equal to 0.0026 into T minus 1.175 upon T, where T is nothing but time in seconds required to collect a volume of 50 ml. Capital V is nothing but the kinematic viscosity in Stokes or in centimeter square per second. Now next is the procedure for the experiment. So at initial stage, leveling the viscometer with the help of leveling screw. Okay, we level the viscometer with the help of its leveling screw. Fill the water bath with water. Then close the orifice by means of the valve and power. Next, pour the oil in the cylinder of whose viscosity is to be measured up to the index mark. Okay, the given sample, that means oil, is poured into that cylinder of whose viscosity is to be measured, fill up to the index mark. Okay, now next is record the temperature of a oil. At required specific temperature, lift the ball valve and allow the oil to pass through the orifice. Okay, the ball is placed between the cylinder, so lift that ball and valve and allow the oil to pass through the orifice, that means at the bottom side. Then collect the oil in a beaker up to the 50 ml and record the time by oil is to be filled 50 ml volume beaker. Okay, as it passes through the orifice, we will record the time by which the 50 ml beaker is filled. Now next is repeat the above procedure for different temperature by heating the water bath and oil. So we have to repeat the same procedure for the different temperature by heating the water bath and oil. Next is the observation. So diameter of a cylinder is 47.625 mm. Height of the cylinder is 88 to 90 mm. Diameter of orifice is 1.70 mm and depth of the orifice is 12 mm. So accordingly we draw the observation table. Here we take the 3 sample readings of a temperature. The table is like this: serial number, temperature, time required to collect the 50 ml of oil, the time which is in seconds, kinematic viscosity, that is in Stokes or centimeter square per second. Our first reading is 50. For that temperature, time required is 225 seconds. Second reading is 60. Time is 173 second, and for 70, time is 124 second. As we observe that as the temperature increases, the time decreases. Okay. Accordingly, the velocity also decreases. The kinematic viscosity value goes on decreasing. Next we will see the calculation part. For reading 1, we having the formula V is equal to 0.0026 into T minus 1.175 divided by T. So here time is 225. So 0.0026 into 225 minus 1.175 divided by time is 225. So for reading 1, V1, that is kinematic viscosity, is nothing but 0.579 centimeter square per second. Okay, this is the kinematic viscosity for the temperature 50. For reading 2, we having the time 173. So V is equal to 0.0026 into 173 minus 1.175 divided by 173. So kinematic viscosity for the reading 2, that is V2, is nothing but 0.443 centimeter square per second. Similarly for reading 3, time is 124 for the temperature 70. So here V is nothing but 0.0026 into T minus 1.175 divided by T. So here time is 124. So we multiply by 124. 0.0026 into 124 minus 1.175 divided by 124. So V3 is equal to 0.312 centimeter square per second. So finally we can observe that as the temperature increases, time decreases and kinematic viscosity value also goes on decreasing, which is in centimeter square per seconds. So the result is kinematic viscosity of a given oil is 0.2935 centimeter square per second or stroke. Okay, this is the final reading. So the basic thing is that as the temperature increases, the kinematic value decreases. Okay, so remember that temperature and time and kinematic viscosity, the relation between them. Okay, as the temperature increases, the kinematic viscosity value goes on decreasing.